Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome to Footy Judge Mo. I'm Judge Mo, and we are here for another show where we discuss everything before the FA Cup, before the Premier League. Someone has to snatch Eze from Crystal Palace. The guy is amazing. The guy is absolutely phenomenal and fantastic. But before we go on and talk about the Salah situation, talk about what does Saka bring back to Arsenal. Of course, they have a game on the midweek in the Premier League. That game doesn't matter as much, but the game that actually matters is next Tuesday against Real Madrid, alongside, of course, Inter to play Bayern Munich, Arsenal to play Real Madrid, of course. And we're also going to talk about Maresca fuming at the players, and can Maresca actually bring back Chelsea to the top? We'll talk about that as well. But before you go on and enjoy the video, if you're watching this now, hit that like button. Let's get to 100 likes right off the bat. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And of course, if you are new to the channel, subscribe. If you're watching this on the replay, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Hit the like button. And because the like button helps the algorithms. But I got a couple of questions. But before we go on, and I want to hear your opinion in the chat as well and after the stream. But before we start the show, I want to say happy Eid to everyone that is here. Happy Eid to everyone celebrating Eid all over the world. I know it is not here yet. It might be tomorrow. It was not cited in some countries in the world, so it might be Monday. But just in case we don't meet until Monday, I want to say happy Eid to everyone. May Allah accept all your good deeds in Ramadan. If you fast Ramadan, if you celebrate Eid. What did I mean? You spelled breaking wrong. Oh shit. Yes. Yeah, I can fix it. It's very simple. I can fix it. That is very simple. But thank you for letting me know. Salah. See, thank you. Thank you. To stay. See? Easy peasy. It's not that deep. We can absolutely, but thank you so much for the people that actually, yeah, listen, it's all good. It's all good. We're here for it. We're absolutely here for it. But listen, thank you everyone that's here. 113. And people, we want to go ahead right away and start and see. Okay, let me just fix it to see if it's actually corrected now. It is corrected. I actually want to get your opinion. There we go. Is that better now? It's fixed now? It is fixed. Breaking news. Yeah, Tyler, support the channel instead of making fun of me. Listen, I am fasting. It has been 29 days in Ramadan, and I'm barely with like 30% of my energy. All right? No sleeping late. So have some shame and decorum. I want to ask you guys something. Number one. Type 1 if you have watched the video between Jess and Don that I released yesterday. Type 2 if you haven't. Type 1 if you have watched the video that I have released yesterday on the channel. Type 1. Hit that like. Let's get to 100 likes. Type 1. And hit that. Type 1. If you have watched it, type 1. If you haven't, let me know. All right? If you have watched the videos. A lot of you, see, you don't have the notification. Everyone that has this, you guys don't have the notification bell on. You don't know when Footy Judge Mo release a video. You don't know. So turn on the notification bell right now. I don't have to show you how to do the notification bell. Right? I don't have to show you. Turn on the notification bell so you know when we go live. Second part is, right? Who do you think won? Yes? If you have watched the video, who do you think won? Let me, by the way, I want you guys to let me know in the comments. Who do you think won? Right? Who do you think won? It's just simple. People say Don has a point, as German Chicken Wing is saying. Right? And some people say Jess won. Arsenal fans will turn to Arsenal. And Chelsea fans, some of them will be with Don. There is another video that I'm gonna release about Rice and Caicedo, of course. But that was a fun video, an absolutely fun video. To be honest with you, it was absolutely great. It was fun to watch, and I think it was great. It was actually, I enjoyed that debate. Let's get to 100 likes, right? Just be respectful, bro. Just be respectful. You don't have to say that. You can say you disagree with him. You can say you disagree with him, but you don't have to be disrespectful. You don't have to. You don't have to. You can say Dune's deluded. You can say Jess is delusional. You can say Jess backs Arsenal. You can say this. But bro, it was a good discussion. It was a good debate. I enjoyed that debate, to be honest. No, Inzaghi is not going to Brazil. But let's go right in and actually start talking about the news and why I said Mohamed Salah is close to extending his Liverpool. Mohamed Salah is close to extending his stay at Liverpool. Salah has received a more convincing offer, partly thanks to the possible departure of Trent Alexander-Arnold, which reduces the wage bill. Number one, Trent does not increase the wage bill. However, I actually think that makes a lot of sense, though, for Liverpool. Because we're going to offer Trent a lot of money, now they have a little bit of a leeway, because you know that the next right back that is coming to Liverpool is not going to be offered at 300K a week. It's going to be offered much less. So it makes a lot of sense now that they have a little bit of a leeway in terms of the wages. But the reason why I think Salah is going to stay at Liverpool is that I think number one, and this is why I think it's my opinion, there is news that he doesn't want. But this news is logic, though. But the problem is, lately, and I'm going to say that, Mustafa, wallahi, to be honest with you, lately, that has been something that Fabrizio, people say he's a fraud. David Ornstein, people say he's a fraud. You talk about, of course, people know the Sun, it's kind of the invent stories, but people say the Guardian are not. The Spanish sources are not. The Italian sources, they waffle. Ben Jacobs, nobody likes Ben Jacobs anymore. So the reality is, and I want to hear you guys like talk about this. People now say this guy is not trusted because they don't like the guy, because he's reporting news that they don't like. But people trust some sources when they report news they like. Everyone puts out news. Everyone puts, and it's up to us to actually say, do we believe it or not? Let me give you an example. Tyler, listen to Tyler. Let's get to 100 likes. We cannot be sitting here with almost 150 people in this dead Saturday, and we don't have 100 likes. Hit the like button right away. Okay, right away. Let me give you an example of how we talk about the news. Isak to Arsenal. The deal is there. Or Isak to Liverpool. The deal is there. My job is to relay the news to you. I know that you read the news. But also my job is to talk about the possibility of the news. Do I think it's going to happen or it's not going to happen? Also, my job is to talk about what do I think is going to happen if this transfer happens. And what do I think, for example, if Isak is not going to Liverpool. That's why I'm a YouTuber, is that we are all content creators. I sit here and I tell you, I think, for example, I think Liverpool will dominate the league if Isak goes to Liverpool. But will Isak go to Liverpool? I'm going to tell you, I don't know, but most likely, I don't think so if Newcastle make Champions League. For example, Sisco to Arsenal deal is very close, right? Which is reported. There are reports that the Sisco deal is super close, right? Like here, like there is Arsenal, blah, blah, blah. Arsenal have been talking to Sisco, blah, blah. We don't know if Arsenal will sign Sisco or not. But in the same time, it's our job to say our opinion about the transfer. Does Sisco improve Arsenal? Does he not improve Arsenal? Is he the profile that Arsenal want? And we start making assumptions and we make things like this. We are like, this is why always I say, I think Isak doesn't leave Newcastle if Newcastle make Champions League. But I think Isak will leave Newcastle if they don't make Champions League. What is the more likely destination for Isak if he leaves Newcastle? For example, I'm just giving you an example. And that is something that I think a lot of people don't understand when we talk about the news, right? That we say our opinions. Are we journalists? Do I get a phone call from Alexander Isak or Hoysen's agent saying, by the way, Mo, Hoysen is going Real Madrid. But by the way, Mo, Chelsea want Hoysen, but he's convinced about the Madrid project. Oh, by the way, Mo, Wirtz prefers Man City over Real Madrid. Bro. German, I'm giving you an example, you fraud. Don't be a fraud in Ramadan and you're a fraud. Right? Don't be a fraud. I'm giving you an example. Don't be a fraud. Right? See, the CEO has already said he cannot go. We're not talking about the Isak today. I am not talking about Isak today. I promise you, this is not my intention to talk about Isak today. I actually think he might push the move though, Jay, but that's the completely different. He might push a move to play Champions League football next year, right? All scenarios are possible, as Stephen says. Everyone, all the scenarios are possible. But I wanted to speak about the Salah, and I think a couple of things that I think Salah actually said that he doesn't want to go to Saudi Arabia. These are news from some sources and some reports. But do we think Salah is going to stay at Liverpool? I think at the end he will stay at Liverpool. And the reason why I think he will stay at Liverpool, because I don't think there's any suitors for Salah for that amount of money outside in the world. I don't think there is a lot of suitors. Before I go on, there's almost 200 people in the house, 15 more likes to 100, and then we target 200 likes. So hit that like button underneath your live chat, right? But I think Salah stays at Liverpool. I saw something on X, and I'm not sure if Arne Slot can make this happen or not. But the reality, I think if Liverpool are targeting Frimpong, and they are targeting Kerekez, and they are targeting left center back, maybe Liverpool can move to 3 at the back. I'm not sure. But maybe that suits them with Kerekez and Frimpong. Who's going to play right back for Liverpool to support Mohamed Salah? We actually have no idea. But Salah is chasing the records. He wants 200 goals in the Premier League, right? He wants to chase that. He might chase third behind Alan Shearer and Harry Kane. How far is Mohamed Salah at the current moment? How far is Mohamed Salah at the current moment before? So let's say player stats, goals, all seasons. Here we go. So Alan Shearer is 260. Harry Kane is 213. Mohamed Salah is 184. What if Mohamed Salah is trying to target Harry Kane? What if Mohamed Salah is trying to target Harry Kane's record? Can you imagine if Mohamed Salah reaches 200 goals and he becomes the second highest paid player in the Premier League, like the second highest scorer in the Premier League? Can you imagine if that is the case here? Like, if that is the case, what the fuck? What is happening? I'm trying to get the thing in front of you. Oh, no. What happened? Oh, yeah. Okay, it's not this one. This one. Is it this one? Oh, no, it's not this one. Oh, yeah. So Mohamed Salah is trying to target all of these things. So Mohamed Salah might stay in there. Like, he's 184 behind Harry Kane in 208. So maybe. You know what? Maybe that is what Mohamed Salah is after. Just trying to actually get to Harry Kane's thing. So maybe Mohamed Salah is trying that. I actually think that Mohamed Salah has to end the career on a positive note with the ownership. Like, I feel there is so much good relationship between, like, not good. There's so much relationship between the FSG and Mohamed Salah with all the years and everything that happened for Mohamed Salah to end like in a sour note like this. Do you agree? Like, he has to sign a 2-year or 3-year contract and then end at the end of that 2-3 years, go into Saudi with a good note. And everyone knows at that time that Mohamed Salah is leaving to go to Saudi Arabia at that time. You get my point? Like, now if Mohamed Salah leave, people are going to turn. It's not going to look good. It's going to look shit. Right? What's better or more positive? Them, their first Prem. Enough giving them their first Prem. I don't understand what you mean. I don't understand what you mean. But FSG, but why didn't they do that to Trent? Because Trent wanted to go anyway. Trent wanted to go. They offered him the money. Trent was kind of sneaky about it and he wanted to go. It's different. Mohamed Salah wants to stay, but on a better term than what they are offering. So it is completely different. Trent wanted a new challenge, wanted to make the money. Mo forgetting about a monster in blue side of Manchester for goals. Haaland, I doubt that Haaland will stay that long at Manchester City, by the way. I genuinely think that Haaland might not stay that long at Manchester City. Like, people think that he will stay for like 10 years. And also, who's guaranteed that Haaland will every season score 30 goals? Like, I don't think so. Like, it's very hard to do. It has to have certain circumstances, to be honest, certain circumstances for Erling Haaland to score that much. You get my point? So I genuinely think that Mohamed Salah will stay at the end of Liverpool. There are other news about Liverpool today, which they were kind of shocking to me, to be honest, which is, it's this particular news about Liverpool, which is FSG Group is exploring the acquiring 51% of Malaga through Sheikh Abdullah bin Nasser bin Abdullah Al-Hamad Al-Thani. David Ornstein has said that they can rebuild the club to restore it to European glory. A delegation from FSG have visited. I am... Okay, hold on. Why are they going to Malaga? Is Liverpool already established and everything? This, in my opinion, does not affect Liverpool one bit, to be honest with you. This doesn't affect Liverpool one bit, in my opinion. And the reason why, let's say it from David Ornstein, and the reason why this doesn't affect Liverpool at all is that I think that they're going to take a loan. They aren't going to put all their effort in there. And also, FSG don't even spend their own money on Liverpool. So it won't affect their spending on Liverpool. Multi-ownership is different because owning a 51%, I'm not sure. But I don't think this affects Liverpool. It's a complete different entity. I don't think they can use Liverpool money to get Malaga. You get my point? I don't think that they're going to use the Liverpool money, the war chest from Liverpool to get Malaga. Like, I don't think that is going to happen. To be honest with you, I don't think that is on the that is on the table. You get my point? Like, that is not something that they're gonna do. Like, I get people want to say this is gonna affect Liverpool. It won't affect Liverpool, to be honest with you. It won't affect Liverpool at all. I don't think so. And I don't think Michael Edwards and all these guys, they work for Liverpool. They don't work for FSG. Basically, that is what happens. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The funds are going to be completely different, independent. Liverpool are going to be their own entity. It's going to be a completely different entity from Liverpool to Malaga, in my opinion. Like, Man City money won't affect. There is different academies and stuff like this for City, but I don't think it's going to affect Liverpool. Having Malaga is not going to affect Liverpool. But the problem is a lot of people are talking about Liverpool rebuild next summer. Like, I saw Hussam doing the thing with Tom Little about the the rebuild and all the stuff about Liverpool and all these things about Liverpool. And I just have to say that Liverpool need the rebuild, but in some areas. But wasn't this rebuild already done with Luis Diaz, with Cody Gakpo, with Sabozlai, with McAllister, with Gravenberch? There are some players that need to be, of course, there are some players that actually need to be, moved on from the club, like Darwin Núñez, like Luis Diaz, in my opinion. I think Robertson needs someone to start over him. The thing about it always happens in the worst time ever for Liverpool. In the time that Liverpool are winning the Premier League. Now, Liverpool really need to spend some money to cement themselves as favorites next year, especially if they are able to get if you tell people that Salah and Van Dijk are staying, you need some money. Some money. Some money to actually cement yourself. Some money to spend it to cement yourself as favorites next year. Apologies, guys. Just got a message on the side. So to me, if I'm looking at how it has to be a rebuild, and that is what people don't understand. The rebuild has to start when you're playing. Don't do what City did. What City did was wrong. City couldn't replace the players that are breaking down. I'm not going to say that Salah and Van Dijk are going to break down, but in the same time, everyone knows that long term, you will need to move on from Salah. You will need to move on from Van Dijk. You will need new players. You will need a replacement in the midfield. Do Liverpool need a rebuild in the midfield? I think Liverpool need just one signing in the midfield if they're going to move on. However, if Liverpool decide to get rid of Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones and get new midfielders and Endo, so basically Liverpool need about 3 players in that midfield. Because you have Sabozlai, Gravenberch, and McAllister, and basically Curtis Jones. I don't think that Liverpool have any other midfielder. I love Harvey Elliott, but it looks like he's for sale. It's not me that I make the decision. It is not you. It looks like all the reports are saying that Harvey Elliott is kind of an asset. They're going to use him in a deal or something. So Liverpool, basically, if you're going to go for the 4 competitions again next season, you basically need at least 7 midfielders. Basically, you have 4. And if you're going to let go of Endo and Harvey Elliott, you'll need about 2 at least to go next season with 6 midfielders. For Salah, you'll have to look for a long-term replacement. You cannot just rely on Salah for the next 5 years. That long-term replacement can be someone that will come in next season to be embedded in the team. A striker. You don't only need one striker. If you let go of Darwin Núñez and Jota, no club should go over a season with one striker only. You should not put all your eggs in one basket. Am I wrong to say this? Like, imagine if you get rid of Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez, and Jota. Basically, you have 3 forwards. Let's say you keep Chiesa, who doesn't look like he's in favor. So they're going to let go of Chiesa. You need at least 4 forwards. A starting striker, a left winger, a bench striker, and that is also apart from a right-sided player, a winger that will come in and be the long-term replacement for Mohamed Salah, right? Why is that? Great news. Can you explain before you leave then? Can you explain? Who do you think you should sign as a striker? I think it's Isak, but if you don't get Isak, I think you should sign Eucharist and sign another young striker from some way. Matt, all I have to say, Matt, is that Eze is a bowler. Today, Crystal Palace schooled Fulham. Schooled Fulham. Goodbye, Nunes. Goodbye, Diaz. Yeah, bro. Yeah, they have to leave. Goodbye, Nunes. Goodbye. I actually think that you have to part ways with Diego Jota. With Diego Jota as well. A lot of people are saying keep Diego Jota as a bench player. Okay, you keep a bench player that keeps getting injured. What if your main player needs a rest and Jota's injured? I actually think that Liverpool needs 3 forwards. By the way, these 3 forwards, that's if you let go of Nunes, Diaz, and Jota. You can get a starting forward, and you also need a bench forward. You can get someone, like, it doesn't have to be a starter from anywhere, right? But you have to get 2 forwards at least. You have to. Which one? Who's? I thought Eze sang to Fulham. People need to get, and you need to get. The Chiesa is a massive problem for Liverpool. Chiesa is a massive problem for Liverpool. Do you keep the guy or you let him go? Do you keep the guy or you let him go? That is another problem for Liverpool Football Club. Sar, yeah. Sar scored. Yeah. Sar, yes. But in like Liverpool need a big summer to be able to be able to stay close to the top or to stay actually at the top. Otherwise, it is gonna be another problem for Liverpool. Right? It's gonna be another problem for Liverpool. Yeah, we gotta go to the Maresca situation before we go to the Arsenal in a bit. You know what I mean? Before we go to the Arsenal, but I'm expecting a lot of rants from Hussam in the summer, a lot of rants from Tom Little in this summer. I'm expecting a lot of Hussam, FSG outrants, and all these things. Eid is not tomorrow. We don't know yet. In Egypt here, the sighting is a little bit later. So we don't know yet. We don't know if the sighting is later or not. We have no idea, actually. But I love this, Tyler. Yeah, it's not a rebuild. These are replacements. You basically, it's called rebuild when you get replacements. Saudi have not announced Eid. Yeah, Saudi is one. No, I don't. Who said I have ponytail? No, I don't. Can we get to 200 likes live? Eid Mubarak, everyone. I hope that Allah accepted you and accepted all your good deeds and forgave all your sins and accepted all the things. It's called the upgrade. It's not upgrade. How are you going to upgrade on Salah and Van Dijk? That is different. You have players and you're replacing them. If you upgrade in one position, yes, it's an upgrade. But if you try to get 3, 4, 5 starters, that's a complete rebuild of a team because this is basically a new team. You get my point? What I will do for Eid? I know I'll have straight facts and the National League, probably. This job never stops. It never stops. Eid Mubarak, Habibi. Thank you, everyone, for being here and the support and everything that is. Everyone that is here, hit that. Can we get to 200 likes? We have over 200 people here and we still have over 30 minutes for Maghrib. So we're good to break my fast. Salah and Van Dijk will stay, but you still need to move on from them. You still need to move on. Do we think that Liverpool, I want honest, guys. Do you guys think with FSG, you're gonna be able to battle City and Arsenal next season if they go back to be their normal self? If Arsenal go get a striker and Chelsea go get Verts and get a midfielder, do you guys think that Liverpool will be able to actually be one of the favorites? I don't know. I tried to think about it multiple times, actually, about what is gonna. How can I read next season? I know that it depends on the transfer market, but we have to look at which club needs what. How many how many players do Arsenal need? How many players do Man City need? And how many players do Liverpool need next season? And I failed to actually get an answer. Now that Trent is gone, we don't know. We assume that Salah and Van Dijk will stay, but also Liverpool still need an attacker. Still need an attacker. City next season, if the reports are correct, and Verts is coming, or they're going to chase an attacking midfielder, and they are targeting a midfielder from the ilk of Camavinga, with Rodri being back, I actually think City will be back to the fold. Are they going to be favorites? We'll have to wait and see the names that City. Yeah. But do we think that Liverpool will be able? Number one, do we think Arsenal will challenge next season? I think they will. Do we think Liverpool will be able to go to the top with an ownership like FSG that you have no idea what is going to happen in the summer? Are they going to be able to spend the money to get the players that Liverpool want? Of course, we every day hear about, oh my God, Liverpool step up their interest in Frimpong and Isak and Kerekes and this guy and that guy. Will they though? Will they be able to get these players? Which striker Liverpool are going to sign? I think yes. If you get 250 million in the summer, I think yes. I think a lot of teams will be cooked. And if Rodri is fit, yes. No, I don't think so. Trent is leaving proves that FSG are unable to do what it takes to keep Liverpool competitive. I disagree with you because Trent is leaving because he wants to go. He wants to go. He kept him in the dark. Actually, FSG offered him the right money. FSG, the only fault of FSG here is that they didn't sell him last summer. They didn't force him out. They didn't give him the Raheem Sterling treatment, the Conor Gallagher treatment. If they knew he doesn't want to sign, they literally should have sold him last summer. Because Liverpool would have won the league if they signed. If Liverpool went and signed the right back, if they sold Trent for like 70, 80 million, and they went and signed the right back for 30, 40 million, they will be. They would have. People say, how do you know? Give me 1 second. Apologies, guys. I just got a phone call. It's a very strange phone call, and it's just a strange one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, the reason why I said that is that Liverpool, there are reports that they offered Trent that much money. There are reports that they offered Liverpool that much money. So for me, I believe the reports that said that he was going to be, Paul Joyce said that he was going to be the highest paid English player ever. So who am I Do not believe Paul Joyce. Also, there has been a lot of reports that he is that he's going to be paid that much money. So, guys, there's over 230 people here. Can we get the likes to 200 at least? Hit the like button underneath the lecture. Let me know in the chat what you guys think, to be honest. Could that be FSG lack of ambition made Trent want to leave? But also 20. But isn't this the new Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes are the ones that got him, the manager that won him the league and made Liverpool that good? So that is the ownership. Yes, the lack of investment is there. But also at the same time, I'm sure they sat together. But if you can't tell me that they're going to be sitting together and they're going to tell him, by the way, we're not spending money next summer. I doubt it. I don't think that Liverpool will fall apart, Tina, at all. I don't think Liverpool will fall apart at all. Actually, I don't know who's doing who's out there. But anyway, listen, to be honest with you, I don't think that Liverpool will be done. I think the problem is FSG. And I actually think that Van Dijk is the one that is at risk. Van Dijk is the one that is at risk, actually. Because if Van Dijk doesn't stay, Liverpool have a massive job to replace the defense. Thank you, Habibi, so much. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you for everyone saying happy Eid to all of you guys. Liverpool will get players. But I gotta move on from Liverpool because they don't have. I don't have that much time because like Iftar is there, so I wanted to little bit speak about the Maresca situation and what happened in the stupid Maresca situation. Right? What is happening in the Maresca? Why? You know what? Chelsea was supposed to be better than this. I know that you guys are a lot of Liverpool fans, but I want to move on a little bit. Or I want to ask you guys something. Do you think when I do solo shows, I should focus on one topic only? I want a yes or no in the chat. Okay? I want a yes or no in the chat. I'm moving to this. Do you guys think I should focus on one topic only? Yes or no in the chat. You think it should be a one topic only? Like we started talking Liverpool, we just speak about Liverpool and we just have a whole hour on Liverpool and don't talk about Liverpool and don't talk about Chelsea or Arsenal or Man City or whatever? Because I feel like, okay, the reason why I'm saying, I feel like the chat was so engaged with the conversation about Liverpool. If I switch gears to Chelsea now, people are going to lose interest. Does that make sense? People are going to lose interest in this. And that is the problem. Like, we just lost viewers, of course, because we moved from Liverpool to, right? But anyway. But the reality, the reason why Chelsea is that Chelsea was supposed to be a massive player. There are the news that I'm going to just try to find now. What is the Maresca stupid news? Where are the Maresca news? Bookmark, yeah. Where is the Maresca news? Yeah, this one. This Maresca news thing about this Maresca news about he was like left fuming. You know what? Well, all I can tell you that Chelsea with all this money and all the signings that they made was supposed to be a major player. I'm saying a major player, which is even if they make only top 4 this season, which was expected, at least they should have been cementing themselves at top 5, right? With the cities and whatever, like City have had their trouble. And also, next season now they go to the next level. So they move from being just a top 5 to try to play Champions League and try to win the league, challenge at least. By the way, this notion that teams need to go through a massive road to win the Premier League, that is not true, actually. I believe that with the right investment, with the right recruitment of a manager, and with the right steps, you can actually move from being a top 5 team, right, to challenge for the league. And the problem with Chelsea is that, number one, I read some news about Chelsea, like this is the book, my bookmarks, about Madueke, for example. About Madueke. Chelsea are looking to sell Madueke. So if you sell Madueke and you sell Sancho and you sold Joao Felix and you don't keep anyone, basically we're going to go through another summer of Chelsea doing another rebuild on the side, and you need another striker. So if Chelsea next season need 3 new starters up top, a striker, because it looks like they're going to redeem Sancho to sell him to Dortmund or Leverkusen or someone in Germany. They want to sell Madueke, who's the starting right winger. Neto has come in, has improved that he can be a starter week in, week out. They're going to sell Joao Felix, right? There are other teams that want Joao Felix. They want another starter over Jackson. Basically, it's a rebuild. It's another rebuild for the front line. Your defense is not good enough, so you need another couple of defenders. Your goalkeeper is not good enough. No, but I swear to God, it has been reported that Madueke is for sale for the right price. It is ridiculous for Chelsea thinking about it this way. Samer Habibi, big up Samer for the first super chat of the show. All the way, big up Samer. Thank you, Habibi, so much for the first super chat and the first contribution to today's stream. Eid Mubarak, Eid Mubarak to you and all your family and all your loved ones. What are your thoughts on the Arsenal-Madrid tie, and do you think Saka will be fit enough to make the difference? Big up. I'm telling you, I'm going to give you a teaser, right? I'm going to give you a little bit of a teaser. It is already like here. See? The overlay is already prepared regarding Saka. See? The overlay is already prepared to speak about Saka, Arsenal, chances against Real Madrid, Samer. So I'm going to come to your super chat. But see, it was already there. So I'm going to go back to the Maresca talk. It's already there. It's already in the work. I hear what you're saying, Stephen. These guys are absolutely fraudulent. I literally was looked at this and saw the Noni Madueke thing. And I'm like, you mad? Noni Madueke. So if you're going to sell Madueke, who's not for sale then at Chelsea? Here we go. You want to see? Here we go. Here we go. Noni Madueke, Aston Villa, and also to sell him to someone like Newcastle or Aston Villa, it means that they don't value him at all. They are willing. Okay, basically, you know when Pep Guardiola sold Zinchenko and Jesus to Arsenal, he basically never thought that Arsenal will be competing with him the season after. Right? But if Chelsea are selling Madueke to Newcastle and Aston Villa, it's one of two things. It's either they completely don't value these guys at all, and they don't appreciate these two clubs, and they don't think that these clubs at their level, or they don't value the players at all, or the third option, they're just stupid. They are just stupid. You get my point? They are just idiots. And that is the problem, you know? So to me, if I'm looking at it, I'm like, why are you selling Madueke? But I'm going to go back to Enzo Maresca. They actually lost 3-0 in a training match to the under-21s. Maybe you should play the 21s then. Maybe you should play the 21s. Maybe that's who you should play. Maybe you should start looking at the 21s and you play the 21s. Maybe you should. Because if the 21s are beating the first team, it's basically actually fraudulent. Maybe you need to start trusting some of the 21 years old. Like to be honest with you, like Noni Madueke and some of the players at Chelsea are not that bad. Like, you can't tell me, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. You can't tell me that Cole Palmer is as bad as we have been seeing him over the past 9 games. There is something wrong at Chelsea. And don't tell me it's the conversion from the forwards and all this stuff. We're watching the games with our eyes. There is something that happened after game week 15 that is not making Chelsea tick. Second halves, you're being second fiddle. You aren't playing good football. You're being torn apart by some teams. So to me, it has to be the manager. It has to be the freaking manager. Otherwise, like, you can't tell me that some of the players went down, right? Significantly. I genuinely think it's something that people keep saying that maybe Palmer was injured. He's back fit as well. Maybe. But tactically, but wallahi, you don't think that it is all about, oh my God, he doesn't score his chances. Cole Palmer ghosts in games. And it's not up to him. Needs ownership. I can tell you what, if this team had a better manager than Enzo Maresca this season, you might have been playing better football. And by the way, you might make top 5. And I still think that Chelsea might make top 5. There's a big chance that Chelsea will make top 5. But that's not an indication of how good the season is. It's not black and white with Chelsea. It is not. Because Chelsea are a long-term aim, the long-term aim for Chelsea is to win the league. Like, there is a difference between a target, with all due respect to Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest, or even Tottenham Hotspur, and Chelsea Football Club, with the amount of money and the amount of trophies that you won over the last 20 years, and the fan base, and where the club is at in terms of trophies. Chelsea, yes, the aim this season is top 5, but also you have to analyze the season as, will Maresca be able to take us to the next level? If the answer to you is no, because Maresca went backwards from last season, by the way, making top 5 this season, yes, it is ahead of last season, but also in the same time, you have to understand that we got to look at performances. Have players improve? Why did players go backwards? Why are some players are not being embedded in the system the right way? That is what you look. The reason why I'm saying that the manager is the problem, because I have seen a lot of players' performances go down during the last 15, 20 games in the league. Like, since game week 15, so let's say 15 games, in my opinion, when the majority of the players are underperforming, I got to look at the coaching staff. It's not 1 or 2 players. There's a lot of players that can perform, right? Chicken tikka, what? Yeah, I hope that inshallah, your hay fever go away. Inshallah, your hay fever will go away. But guys, it's 250 people here. Can we at least be on 200 likes? Hit that like button underneath the live chat. Hit that like button. How would you think Chelsea would do if they had Nuno? I don't think they would have done. Okay, to be honest with you, not every manager, like, because Nuno is making Nottingham Forest play well, I don't think that Nuno might have succeeded at Chelsea. There is a way to play football at Chelsea. The players might not respond to the way Nuno set up his team. I don't think Nuno is the right guy for Chelsea. Like, we are talking about bigger coaches that won trophies and won the big trophies. That maybe is what Chelsea need. You get my point? That is. Just broke my fast for the last time. Eid Mubarak, Habibi. Thank you, Aboud. But who told you that Ramadan, Eid is tomorrow? Aboud, who told you that Eid is tomorrow? You haven't even done the moon side. Okay, so hold on. So Emirates just decided that Eid is tomorrow. They just decided that Eid is tomorrow. But a lot of people in the but Aisha has not been even. Okay, it's gonna be Sunday then. So it is tomorrow. So Eid basically is tomorrow. So, okay, happy Eid everyone that is celebrating. So basically, Saudi Arabia decided that the Eid is tomorrow, even though no one sighted the moon in Australia, in Singapore, in Malaysia, in India. No one sighted the moon, but Saudi Arabia decided that the moon is there. The moon is there. But big up Aboud. Inshallah, may Allah accept you with all the people that have their sins forgiven. You can just, so inshallah, may God accept all your fasting and all your prayers and all your good deeds that you did in Ramadan and before Ramadan. Creators talking Chelsea as if Roman is still there. Nothing on Vivid Seats, which is news. Club members can get tickets because of them. Talk on real fans issue for the club. What do you mean real fans? You mean the people that go to the stadium? Everyone is a real fan for their club, Paul. Everyone is a real fan for their club, Paul. And this is part of the problem. This is part of the problem that is everywhere. You get my point? It's part of the problem that is everywhere, is that the Americanization of the sport and all this stuff. That is the problem. But the ownership spend a lot of money, and the team should have been in a better place than where they are now, because the ownership, and don't tell me that the ownership, oh, they spend the money on youngsters and people they want to sell. I don't care, bro. I don't care. Like, you spend the money, you could have spent it, you could have been winning trophies. This is not a business. This is a football club that is built to win. That they absolutely, like Roman Ibrahimovic made this club one of the best clubs in the last 20 years. 2 Champions Leagues, numerous league titles, cups. And these ownership now are talking about, and the problem is this ownership has taken the club to the point, that fans are telling us. I saw that, Paul. Fans, shut up, Mo. I'm from Singapore. Please like it. What do you mean? Why would I shut up? It's good for you in Singapore. Pick up the people from Singapore. Why is the problem? Didn't Singapore say that the Eid will start on Monday? They already did inside the moon, which is, I believe, what Singapore has done. Off topic, Mo, do you use StreamYard too? Yeah, I use StreamYard. Yeah, this is StreamYard. Yes. I use StreamYard. This is StreamYard. Guys, can I get to 200 likes live before we go? Like, people, Google it. Google. It's very hard to explain. Google. It's like Christmas for Christians. It's Christmas. Yes. But for Chelsea, it's crazy. Like, the problem is that some of the people are telling us now, by the way, Mo, but you cannot judge us on the money spent. You have to understand how much money spent on youngsters. They are not spent on first teamers. Who cares? No, it's a business now. So you're defending the approach of the owners. And by the way, if at the end, all of this is made for Chelsea to make money and not have the team winning, that doesn't benefit you as a fan from anything at all. It doesn't make your club bigger. It doesn't make your club successful. So it doesn't matter. That's what people need to understand in football. It doesn't matter. I can't wait to talk about the football sometime. Because I'm tired of talking about ownerships and stuff and stuff like this. Newcastle have a trophy parade now in March. That makes sense. No, they are. Why are you salty, Andrew? Why are you salty? You're not United level, but you should have been better. Don't be like this. You should have been better. It should have been better. The money you spent, you could have had a better manager. 50 likes away from 200. There is 100 of you that haven't hit that like button. There's 100. I need at least 50 likes from now till the end. Now, the like button looks like thumbs up. But the last part of the show before Adhan, before I break my fast, is the Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka is back, and a lot of people have asked, does Bukayo Saka improve Arsenal? He definitely makes a difference. However, is Bukayo Saka going to be back at the same level? We don't know. We don't know. You know what I mean? Like, we actually have no idea. But I am expecting Bukayo Saka to be back and at least take some of the pressure off the rest of the team. A lot of people. What is this? Okay. So Saka's going to be back soon. If Saka's back, right, I actually think it improves Arsenal chances massively, actually. If it depends on how he's going to play. Is Arteta going to start him right away? Like, set pieces back again. It's not only about set pieces. It is about Saka, that right side. He runs that right side. It's his right side, right? It is his right side. So we have to be honest and know that Bukayo Saka is someone that actually is going to help Arsenal massively in the Real Madrid game. A lot of people are giving Real Madrid as Arsenal a 0% chance. I think there is always a chance for them to win the tie. I know it's a slim chance, but Bukayo Saka, with the defense that they have, if they can hold on Real Madrid from scoring at the Emirates, if they can do this, everything is wide open then. Because they can try to nick a 1-0 and go. With Saka back, it helps. I'm not saying that Saka, they're definitely not winning the league. But Saka now, if he's back training, he has 2 weeks now until the Madrid game, or a week and a half. He was back midweek. So, and why do people keep saying that Arsenal, Bukayo Saka doesn't help them? No, it does. Bukayo Saka helps them massively. Bukayo Saka helps Arsenal massively in their time. But I still believe that Arsenal, as a unit, with Thomas Partey and Declan Rice in front of Ben White, Timber, Gabriel Saliba, is a good unit at the Emirates. When is the last time Arsenal were battered? And do we think Real Madrid are going to camp and they're going to play a low block? No, Real Madrid won't do this. But also they want to attack with everyone. But if Arsenal can actually hold on to the ball a little bit and actually fend off for themselves against Real Madrid, with Bukayo Saka coming back to help Odegaard, the problem is going to be the striker position. What is going to happen in the striker? Do you play Trossard or do you keep playing Mikel Merino? I think you play Trossard up top, or you don't play Martinelli. You play Trossard up top. You play Martinelli on the left. By the way, a lot of people don't know the hamstring injury. If they actually do the sonar or the ultrasound and they find that the muscle is completely healed and there is no scar tissue, he is fit to play. This is us talking, right? This is us talking. But the reality is, these people, if there is still a tear or scar tissue in the muscle, he won't be played. He will not be played. Like, he will be, they won't risk him because they are, if he tears it again, it's a massive problem for Arsenal. But I think him on the right side, where does Nwaneri go? Nwaneri be a bench. Nwaneri can come off the bench, can help Arsenal if they need something off the bench. Nwaneri is there. Salah you don't like. Mr. Texas, all the way from Texas, where I'm from as well, you say they have 0% chance. It's absolutely not true. Yeah, but have you seen how? But do you agree that teams gain experience, Andrew, by the time? Do you agree that teams gain experience every time? I do. I do agree that teams gain experience by the minute. I genuinely think, guys, I need to get to 200 likes before I break my fast, at least. I'll make dua for all of you. So let's get the likes up a little bit. I hate it when videos don't have 200 likes. Just hear how it looks. Just hit it. It doesn't cost you a penny. We'll see if Arsenal get smoked or not. We'll see. You never know. You know, Andrew, you never know. I'm talking about the football, Andrew. This team is solid defensively. I'm not. And also people think that I'm saying Arsenal. The problem is people take my words and they twist them to like Mo thinks Arsenal will win. Have I ever said that? Have I ever said that? Have you ever sat here and saw me say that Arsenal will win this game? Genuinely, seriously. Seriously, the fact that I'm saying that Arsenal have a chance, the fact that I'm saying that Arsenal have a chance doesn't mean that I think they will win. But I don't give them a 0% chance. It's actually a dead conversation when you say Arsenal have zero chance. How? Do Arsenal like how? Like when I give Arsenal 15-20% chance, it's basically me telling people that Real Madrid will win, but don't count out Arsenal because they have a strong defense. And if they can get a 1-0 or a 2-1 or something like this at the Emirates, they can go and defend their way into penalties or even into a win at the Bernabeu, right? But people keep saying that I'm wrong and you should give them 0% chance, because if you give them 1% chance or 5%, you are simping. You're glazing Arsenal. Well, the football fucking says otherwise. Wallah, the man from Uncle is saying Arsenal beat the Real Madrid women's team in the Champions League. They can beat the men's team. Ya Allah, why you are fraudulent? Why you are so fraudulent, bro? I want someone to tell me in the chat, how long do I have until iftar? It's very hard for me to... Someone in the chat, can you guys tell me how many minutes do I have until me breaking my fast? The man from Uncle is making fun, and that's the problem. I get the jokes, get the laughs, I get everything. But is it illegal for you? Are people gonna banter you if you say Arsenal have a chance? Are people gonna banter you? Like, let me ask you guys something for real. For real. Champions League. Champions League. Let me ask everyone. Who do you think have more chance? Borussia Dortmund versus Barcelona or Arsenal versus Real Madrid? Type one name only. BVB or Arsenal? Who do you think have more chances? Borussia Dortmund or Arsenal? Who do you think have more chances? For real. I'm being serious. Who do you think have more chances? So everyone thinks that Dortmund have more chance than Arsenal. So Dortmund have more chance of beating Barcelona than Arsenal beating. Even though, if I'm not mistaken, the second leg is at Barcelona. Okay? The second leg is at Barcelona. So why are you saying Borussia Dortmund? Isn't Barcelona just smoked Real Madrid? Wasn't Barcelona in the Champions League the second behind? Didn't Barcelona smoke Benfica 4-1? And do you think Arsenal are stronger than Borussia Dortmund, or Borussia Dortmund are stronger than Arsenal? I want you to think about it like this. Right? Thank you, Jamal. Appreciate you. But people, and that's what I'm telling you, that people just want to shit on Arsenal. Like Barcelona and Real Madrid, in my opinion, now are two very strong teams. They're equal. I believe they're equal, right? At the current moment. Even that's why in the league, it keeps going back and forth, right? Do you think Borussia Dortmund is stronger or Arsenal? I would think fucking Arsenal. I fucking seeing like I would think Arsenal are stronger than Dortmund. Logically speaking, you can't tell me that Dortmund are stronger than Arsenal, right? Both second legs are played away from home. Both second legs are played away from home. But I'm supposed to sit here and tell everyone that Dortmund have a bigger chance, right, than Arsenal. Dortmund have a coach that is not even good, in Niko Kovac, right? But people want to tell me, and that's what I mean. When people banter for the fucking sake of banter in football, it's a solo show. It loses its meaning. It loses its meaning. Like, we're not talking football. Genuinely. Like, you sit here and tell me, by the way, Mo, Dortmund has a bigger chance than Arsenal. Dortmund has a bigger chance than Arsenal. Respect Dortmund, Champions League winners in 1997 over Juventus. Respect Dortmund. Respect Dortmund, Andrew, with all due respect. But we're talking about the here, today. This is not the Dortmund of back in the days. It's not the Dortmund of Royce and Götze and Lewandowski and even before that, back in the days. Right? But this is why I'm telling you that people just want to banter for the sake of banter. If you tell me that both teams have very slim chance, I believe you. But to sit here and tell me that Arsenal have less chance of beating Real Madrid than Dortmund beating Barcelona, you're just so deluded. You're literally deluded. You just want to banter Arsenal. It's fun. I know it's fun. We do it. I do it sometimes. We all do it. You know? We all do it. We all banter. We all joke. But listen, there's only 2 minutes left for Maghrib. But I want to get to 200 likes before I end the show. So 22 likes away. So 22 of you need to hit the like button if you haven't, underneath. And also, I exposed you because none of you have turned on the notification bell. Wallah, you are, you're lovely. You're lovely. Mo is right. We should bring an experienced coach like Poch. Oh, yes, the guy was incompetent for the whole season, but 5 games saved the season. So let's forget about everything else. But I didn't say that, Poch. But if you telling me, Kingsley, that if you left Poch this season, he would not have done better than Maresca? I want you to be completely honest. I don't want you to super chat. I want something else. I want a yes or no from you. Do you, yes or no? Do you believe if you kept Poch this season, you would have had a better season than Enzo Maresca's season now? Yes or no? Even though I believe that Poch did massive mistakes last season. Just answer me. Answer me, Kingsley. I know he's behind. The problem is, Kingsley, if you watch this, I know you are behind. I hope that I know you are behind, but if you're watching this now, right? At least comment. He answered no. All right then. All right. Okay, it's up to you. But I think that Poch would have done now in hindsight, after 29 games of the season, I believe that Maresca should have been cemented in top 5 by now. By now. Should have cemented the top 5 by now. But I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate you. By the way, I just want to appreciate something. All the time you come in, you send a super chat, and you strike a conversation. And you make my blood boil sometimes. I'm being serious, by the way. With some of your comments. You look like a cool guy. The picture, you look like a cool guy. And all your comments are so cool. So to me, I like how you interject the shows some of the times, putting in the support, which is the donation super chat, starting a conversation. And look at that chat. By the way, just your super chat, look at the chat rate. Now, people got riled up. People against Poch, people with Poch, people against Maresca, people against Maresca. So I appreciate you, and I appreciate your interjection in the conversation. For real. Wallahi, for real. Appreciate you, Kingsley. Top man. Top man. Appreciate, wallahi. It's like the donation and also the way you put up comments, that it strikes a comment. And I love people that put comments like this. Of course, I can't read every comments. But when people send super chats, you know, like I have to respect the people that spend their hard-earned money. So you are supporting the channel. So I put in your super chat. And then, like, for example, there are other super chats as well. Like my man Samir here put the super chat. Where are your thoughts on Arsenal? I like the people that strike conversations, that start conversations. Also, I like the other guys. But listen, appreciate you. We're gonna go back to the talk about Arsenal, but I gotta end the show, but I'm waiting for 11 likes. Like no for 11 likes because Maghrib. Listen, I'm sitting here. I should break my fast, but I'm waiting to end the show 5 minutes to reach the target. But I appreciate everyone that is here. Let's go. But the last thing I'm going to say, and we're going to talk about this tomorrow. I'm making another show tomorrow. We'll talk about this tomorrow. We'll talk about this tomorrow as well, about Arsenal chances of beating Real Madrid. We'll talk about City Bournemouth as well. I actually want to speak about City Bournemouth tomorrow to see how City will play. Should Foden start? Kevin De Bruyne? All this talk. But I want to appreciate everyone that supported the channel today. All of you guys, legends. Of course, Samir, Aboud, the man from Uncle, Kingsley, and all of you guys, appreciate you so much for supporting the channel. Is there anyone live so we can redirect to? Yeah, Habibi, we literally spoke an hour on Chelsea and Liverpool. We spent an hour on Chelsea and Liverpool. And you want to talk about... Akhi, خلاص. We spoke an hour. Anyway, I'm going to go break my fast. Happy Eid to everyone that is here. Happy Eid to everyone that is here. I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. I'm releasing a video today. Another cooking. Yes, 100% will have more chances against PSG without a shadow of a doubt. Yes. Tina, the answer is yes. Arsenal would have had more chances against PSG. Yes. People say Merry Christmas. Anyway, appreciate you guys. 4 likes away from 200. Let's get to 200 likes before we end the show. It's 50 of you that haven't hit the like. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the notification bell. I'll see you guys later. And we're out.